Hey Pasa, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to yet another glorious episode of the Trial and Error podcast. We call it The Tap. I'm here, Sunny's here, scratching the hell out of her post in the living room because I have not taken the equipment back into the lunchbox yet after that podcast with Aubrey last week. That was an absolute doozy. Go and watch it if you haven't already. But today, on tap today, listen here. The past many weeks, couple months or so, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do, because you will have caught the ongoing saga of me seeing weights strewn about and leaving my Iron Palace, my place of peace and iron worship, the Anytime Fitness and Winners, making it look all trashy. Somebody's leaving out weights when I get there at 7 a.m. in the morning. Somebody's leaving them out. I've been posting it. Cody Romero knows what's up. He says, we got to catch this schmuck. And last week I got a text from my man Derek, frequenter at the Anytime Fitness and Winners. He knows my routine. Show up. First thing I do, go to the bathroom, got the pre-workout poopies. He knows this. He knows I'm pissed about the person leaving out the weights. He sends me a text saying, Aaron, I need an agro episode. I need you to get fired up. A little something. I'm thinking to myself, am I getting soft? Because I've been preaching, I'm going to do creative critiques. I'm going to be a little more respectable around these parts. Well, God damn it, I feel like maybe I am getting a little soft, so it's time to get hard. I'm going to get real hard, Morty. Real hard. I'm going to call out this maniac and tell you, just break down what's going on with this piece of shit. And overall, in this tap, I'm calling out not one, but two villains. A new one I saw today at the Anytime Fitness and Winners. We got a couple villains there. There's stuff going on, going crazy. And I'm going to go shot for, I'm just 2 shots for 2 villains. They're not full dobles. They're just singles of a little tequila. I want to get fired up. I want to get juiced. Time for a tap rant. Derek, this one's for you. We're going agro, baby. Let's go. So, I'm not just some schlub that goes to the gym. I'm speaking from a place of a little bit of authority because way back when at Sonoma State, I used to work at the rec center. I would hand out towels to people walking in, say what's up. I would take their stuff, put in the cubbies behind the counter, and just overall maintain the cleanliness of the gym, make sure the weights are put back in order, all that stuff. I got OCD a tad bit, a lot of it not enough to clean my own house. But when it comes to the gym, if I'm working there, I need the weights in order. I need just things put away and just looking nice and uniform. All right? And this is not an indictment on Anytime Fitness. I will say I have like a spiel, kind of a brand analysis, if you will, a little bit towards the end. But for right now, it's going to seem like I'm shitting on Anytime Fitness and Winners. I'm not. I'm shitting on these villains. The first one, I'm just going to call him, everybody thinks Dennis Reynolds is the bastard man. No, we have a bastard man here in Winners, and he's leaving out all these weights all over the goddamn place. So, the place of authority, again, worked at the rec center. It is, for anybody going in there, it's a communal spot, all right? And I've put away stuff. Sometimes people don't know any better. They leave out weights. It happens. But it's up to, say, someone like me or the worker to educate someone, hey, it's just gym etiquette. That is a huge thing, a little gym etiquette to put your weights away, put your dumbbells away, put your workout, your ab mats away, whatever tools you're using, put it away. Why? Because this is a communal space. Are people paying for a membership? Absolutely. It is a privilege to work out there, but it is also your responsibility to put stuff away. You just assume the person working there, old Abel, a good guy, you're going to leave everything strewn about for them to put away. That is not their job. Their job is to make sure it's clean. If stuff is left out, what have you, by some non-knowing newbie or whatever, they're going to put it away. They're going to keep everything clean, vacuum, toilets clean, all that stuff. But they're not there to pick up after you. For the love of God, pick up your toys. Pick up your toys. You wouldn't go to Qzar, whatever, laser tag, and when you're done, just leave the chest protector, the chest piece, and the gun laying on the ground. You put it up. This is not that hard to figure out. When you're done with the weights, you take them off the barbell, you take them off the machine, you just put that shit away. All right? Like, it's pretty goddamn simple. put your weights away, put your toys away. But for months, I've gone to the gym. The routine is like make my breakfast, start making it by 6, leave the house by 6:30, get to the gym around 6:45, 7 o'clock. Get out of there by 8, get to work by 8:30, all right? And I get in there. Steve Brown's always in there. There's still Willie Barrera. He's in there. We got some constants, some people, some Constantinoples in there. So I go in, and for the love of God, I'll see 45s on the ground. One set of 45 and a 25 left on the chest press machine, and it's just one set is left on. On the leg press, maybe 3 or 4 45s on one side, but clear on the other. And I've seen trash strewn about. I've seen 2.5 weights, 10 pounders, 25s strewn about. And I know it's the same piece of shit. It's gotta be. And I'm about to go to Abel. We need to check the security cameras because this schmuck, this bastard man, is leaving out so much all over the place. Even, say, the squat racks, I'll see 225 left on there. If someone a little weaker, someone that doesn't have that bravado that can move those weights, sometimes they're left up high because it's a squat. Not everybody's strong enough to like take off the 45 and put it back for the person out of the respect for the people after you. Just put it away. It'll take you all of under a minute to put your weights away. But is your ego, you think it's expected, oh, somebody else is going to clean up after you? No, you're a bitch. You're a bitch if you leave your weights out because you think you're better than the gym space. It's disrespectful to the other people around you, and it's a slap in the face of the person working the goddamn gym, the manager. You're slapping Abel in the face. He's a good guy. Why would you slap Abel in the face? So this first shot to the bastard man. F*** you, buddy. I'm leaning into this one. Yes, I want the tap to be a little bit more respectable, but today, yeah, we're talking about respect and the lack thereof, bastard man. You're leaving out the weights, and it sucks. And other things that grinds my gears, if people aren't wiping down their equipment when they're done with it, or people that constantly clank, constant clankers. Okay, I've clanked before. Clanking when you're using a cable machine or you're bench pressing, what have you. There's weights going up and down. Drop it softly. Drop it softly. It's better for the lift, the pull, if you have control over. If you're going so hard you need to slam it, you need to change your goddamn form. You need to go a little slower. Maybe put some less weight in there. But when I'm hearing clank, 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 it's like, that's not sexy. That's not cool. It's not fun. You look like a damn idiot. You're clanking too hard. Go softly. Yes, an accidental clank. It happens. You're like, ooh, just got to have a little bit more control of it. Keep it in your pants. But can't stand people just causing a ruckus, being disrespectful to those around you. Once upon a time at Anytime Fitness, there's been multiple villains, and 2 of which these young, they were douchebags because these guys, they're working out with their shirts off. 2 teenagers, they gotta be in high school, working out with their shirts off. And I'm sitting there I don't know these guys. Maybe they volunteer at soup kitchens or what have you. And I'm just judging the fuck out of them. If you have your shirt off, there's a requisite. You gotta be some hot piece of ass. Man or woman, you gotta be looking good. If you're just some guy, some schlub looking average Andy, get out, put a shirt back on, put a bro tank on, but don't hit me with the shirtlessness if you're not packing the heat, baby. All homo intended. Let me see the riblets. Let me see the traps. If you're not packing that punch, the hell are you doing in the gym with your shirt off? Put that shit back on. Go pose in your mirror in your bathroom. Get out of here with that. So these 2 ding-dongs, I saw them. They had like a pre-workout drink. They left it in the can. They left it by the dumbbells. And I'm sitting there stewing a little bit. I'm like, I'll give them 10 minutes. Maybe they're going to come back, get it. It was relatively empty. It's okay if the gym's a little empty. You bounce from place to place. Another thing, it's okay. If it's empty, if it's time warranted, if there's not a lot of people in the gym, go on your super circuit, go to the dumbbells, take up 3 machines, whatever. But when it's busy and you're taking up multiple spots, then you're being an asshole. Then somebody can come and just jump on your machine like without your permission because you can't take up 3 machines, let alone 2 if it's a packed gym. Back to these guys. They're working the cables. Their time allotment expired. I went and got their can. It's empty. I went up to them. It's all about, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I'm not big on confrontation, so I'm just kind of not freaking out a little bit, but I got to confront them. Got to confront these two fucking kids. And I said, hey, fellas, I know you're getting after it, respect, but I held up the can. I'm like, but come on. You're going to trash the place and just, they're like, hey, man, no, respect, we got you. And I don't know if these 2 were a figment of my imagination like my subconscious knew, all right, Aaron needs to go through a little adversity, handle a little confrontation. He needs to experience it. He needs to get better at it because you got to stand up for yourself. I'm standing up for the gym. I said, hey, y'all trashing it. And they said, respect, got you. They took it. They threw it away. I have not seen them since. That was a couple years ago. I used to see them all the time. They just piss me off. There's people in there flexing, looking like assholes. There's other gyms that have way more mirrors than the Anytime Fitness and Winners. Go pose elsewhere. Go pose elsewhere. There's also me being like way too aggro when it comes to people, the way they work out or what have you. Sometimes I just don't like the cut of your jib. Don't like the look of your face, how you're working out. Noises. Sometimes people go a little too hard. This one kid, this fucking kid. All right, I don't know if anybody knows him in Winners. I don't know you, kid, but you drive a purple Vegeta. I think it's a Scion. You got the wrap around the car. It's like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, something from GT. So I already know you're a scrub. But he'd come in. He'd wear a mask. It is what it is. Hey, that's your choice. If you want to wear a mask indoors here in 2025, go ahead and wear it. The last time I saw this kid in the gym, like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. But he would stand in front of the dumbbells, and he would just start clapping. Like getting pumped up. I'm like, my guy, get pumped up, get juiced. I know I walk around in there. I got kind of like my stern, my mean mug. I'm listening to my action music, my anime action music. Sometimes I listen to Let It Go from Frozen. Sometimes I listen, it's whatever it is. I'll listen to the Doom action music from the video game, just rip and tear, just going off. And I'm just in this this battle between my ears, just getting this main character, this bad boy. And then I see this clown clapping and dude, just lift the fucking weights. Stop clapping. You're pissing me off. You may not know it, but you'll just I don't know if I'm the only one in the gym that does this. You go to a gym, you just see somebody, and for some reason you just have disdain. You're like, yeah, who the hell do you think you are? I am. Also, I need to slow my own rules sometimes. For example, Anytime Fitness in Runner Park. There's this guy named Vinny, just yoked dude, maybe 5'7", 5'8", shorter guy, but pretty jacked. Kind of like the gym bro. Didn't know him that well, but he's talking to all the ladies and stuff. He's going around. I'm developing a bit of resentment for this jack guy. Tattoos, of course. A guy's guy. And I'm doing the cable back pull. And my form is totally slacking. I'm just trying to go heavyweight and try to, exercise the ego a little bit, as it were. And he comes up to me super respectfully. He's like, hey, man, do you mind if I make a suggestion? I'm like, yeah, sure. What's up, guy that I've built up all this resentment for, even though I've never spoken a word to you? And he's like, hey, man, like if you just lower the weight a little bit and just really keep her back straight and then pull, release, showed me proper form, and not once did he belittle me, tell me I'm a weak little shithead, a limp dick, whatever. He just showed me proper form, proper technique, and damn it all, did I feel like a silly goose for just assuming so much about this guy and just having this aggro reaction to this guy that I had no idea who he was. And he comes in, one of the nicest guys ever. Sure, he's like a bro, a dude's dude, maybe he's had his douchey moments, whatever, but he was kind enough to come over and sincerely adjust my form. So that is what it is. But the bastard man leaving the weights out, there's no redemption for you, you piece of shit. Put your weights away. We hate you. I've rallied all the sliders against you. There's rumors. People have talked about this because I'm not going to let it go. They're like, oh, it's Skylar, because Sky goes in there. He's in there like 330, 3 mile guy. He was in the gym last year, I want to say 235 times, but then 2 names ahead of him, old Aaron Gertz, 237. But anyway, Skylar's not leaving weights out. He's a man of honor. He does not shit where he eats. Don't shit where you eat in there. But speaking of shit, my goodness, I found the newest villain at the Anytime Fitness and Winners today. Here's a shot out for him, that son of a bitch. Oh, God, yes. All right, Derek. Oh, you got me all excited now. I go in today, standard time. It's a rainy day. I get in there at 6:45. It's leg day, and I've stretched, pre-workout poopy, and I'm getting a good sweat in, getting going. I see Maddie Kent in there. She's been on the pod multiple times with old Mick the Dick. She comes in and say, what's up? Doing my leg thing. I do a lot of plyos. Feeling good. And we're in there. She's stretching. I get done with my ab set, but I notice this guy come in. Looks a little raggedy, big old beard, big old straggly fucking long hair, red beanie, blue sweatshirt, and wearing, I think, blue sweats. And I'm like, all right, kind of a weirdo. He looks homeless, straight up homeless, but, excuse me, not sure if homeless people are affording the gym membership, right? So I'm thinking maybe he's just an idealist. Maybe he's just somebody rolling in from Davis or something like that, whatever. But the man comes in, and I'm eyeballing him a little bit because his first move puts his stuff away, still has a sweatshirt on. His first move is to get those rubber weights, a 45-pounder. He just walks in a big circle, and he's not holding it over his head like you should be for like a shoulder workout or whatever. He's just letting it sit on his fucking red beanie, and he's just walking around with the weight on his head. In no way, shape, or form is that it's possibly straining your neck. Bad form. Hold it over your head if you want a shoulder workout, if you want to burn a little something. So not only does he do that, that's his first move. Second move, he goes up to the squat rack. There's also a pull-up bar, and think of the squat rack as like a nice cube, rectangular cube, and he pulls himself up on the squat rack and then hoists his feet up and puts it on like the back bar, and he just hangs upside down and is just staring at everybody in the rest of the gym. Like, I'm looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing, my guy? You're hanging upside down. Why? Is that stretching your hands, your arms? You're not doing any like inverted pull-ups or push-ups or whatever for your back. He wasn't doing anything. He's just dangling upside down. And then he'd get down, put the weight on his head again, and just walk around. What are you doing? And then a good friend, Joe, she comes in. Her and, my God, old Jason, family from the Bay Area, they've come in. Winters is their home. I see her at the gym often. I'm like, what's up, Joe? And I'm like, yo, you see that guy? She's like, he smells like shit. And I wasn't sensing anything, but this is the most egregious thing. You know, everybody comes in the gym, do your own thing, be respectful. But I'm like, he does? She's like, yo. She lets it be known, this guy stinks. Oh, brother, this guy stinks, if I may quote SpongeBob. I fill up my protein shake. I go over to that side of the gym to say goodbye to somebody, and he's over there, but I wouldn't. The Anytime Fitness in Winters is not the biggest gym ever, but when I go over to one half of the gym and it smells like BO and it smells like dog shit, what the hell is going on? That is mental emotional abuse, sir. If you don't want to take a shower, if that's your beliefs, who you are as a person, you're saving water, I don't care what it is. If you're going to go off in public, you gotta at least smell respectable enough, or at least not be a blight upon the good time, the gym effort of someone else. If I'm going in there, it smells sour. It was sour. It was terrible. What are you doing, guy? You are a grown-ass man, grown-ass enough to have a beard. What have you made me think? Maybe he was homeless with a little bit of cash. Decide I'm not going to have a house. I'm going to go and get yoked. I'm going to be jacked instead of housed. Whatever. It was putrid. It was putrid. So, guy, red beanie, beard, straggly hair. If you listen to the tap, which hopefully you are, if you're homeless, jump into fucking Pewter Creek. I'd rather you smell like dirty mud than that BO, that stank. It was terrible. You're ruining everybody's good time. You're a turd in the punch bowl. You and the bastard man. Figure it out. Shower up. Put your weights away. Stop clanking. Oh, God, what else pisses me off in the gym? People taking too much time on the equipment. If you're sitting there, I understand. In between sets. On your phone. Hang out a little bit. If you're sitting there on the fucking bench, if you're taking up machines that other people could be using, but you're just dilly-dallying, got your thumb up your ass, get off the machine. Just because you're in the gym doesn't mean you're getting after it. Other people are trying to get after it. Get your either shit or get off the pot. I know we like to be on our phones on the pot, but if there's an inordinate amount of time in between sets and you're just wasting other people's time, get. Have some self-awareness. You're pissing me off. One such person, I remember this at my time in the rec center. Let me tell you, another person with a beanie and a beard. Homeboy came in, had to been a college student to be in there. He goes to the bench press, and it's a slow day, and I'm just sitting there eyeballing him from behind the counter, and I'm taking notes. He put 3 plates on either side. I did the math on it, and then just sitting there watching him. He would lay down, put his hands up, touch the bar, grip it, release. He'd get up, walk in a couple circles around the bench, get back on there, grip, maybe unrack it, put it back down. Like, not once did I see this dingleberry unrack it, take it down to the chest. Don't need a bounce. I used to bounce off the chest when I did bench press because I just didn't know any better. And I'm pretty sure there's bone shards in my chest plate from right now to this day. No good. Don't bounce the bar off your chest. He wouldn't even do that. Not even like an elbow bend. He just, at most, unrack it, put it back, walk around a few circles. I'm thinking the tism. I'm thinking there's a touch of the tism. Perhaps the bastard man is a touch of the tism or whatever. I don't know the deal. You know, he doesn't have the tism. Autistic people would absolutely put their weights back. This guy's just a douchebag. There's no cure for it. I'm not sure if he's going to change his ways. I cannot stand this piece of shit leaving weights strewn about in Anytime Fitness. That's not Anytime Fitness's fault. That's people just don't have gym etiquette. Have some when it comes to Anytime Fitness. My goodness. Shout out to Gwen Pisani. She was a great manager there, the one in Winners. Color scheme, a little purple and white. What I didn't enjoy, what I do enjoy, let's go, I'll start positive. There's a lot of Anytime Fitnesses strewn about the United States. So if you're ever on a trip, you got to go somewhere far away or what have you, it's cool to go and experience other Anytime Fitnesses. Because you'll go in, your key fob works everywhere. You get Wi-Fi. Most of the time there's Wi-Fi. I would say 50-50. You go somewhere you're not familiar with. They'll have internet there, but does it work? A lot of the times, like I said, 50% of the time, you might just have to go 5G or something like that and just listen to music the old-fashioned way and not use their Wi-Fi because it sucks. I mean, it's there, you'll connect, but it's just not balling out. The Anytime Fitness in Vacaville, there's another bastard man there. He's just this piece of shit guy. Yeah, he's jacked, but just he's one of those people. Maybe I haven't talked to him yet. I'm going over the top, but he's sitting there. He is shredded, but he's got this greasy, squirrely, disgusting hair headband and way too thin of a bro tank, always in tight like Lululemon pants. What pisses me off the most about this guy, not only is he sweating his ass off, yeah, he's got these tattoos, but any time in between his sets, he's just doing this. Back and forth, just moving on. Yes, I understand if there's high intensity interval training, what have you. I just can't stand. I cannot stand the side of this guy, and the internet sucks over there, so I will no longer go to the Anytime Fitness in Vacaville. Can't stand it. It's right by the Rayleighs. I used to like it, but that guy, he's in there. I cannot stand to be around him. I don't like this person. I don't like his moves. I don't like how he just, you. You guy from Vacaville. That's all I got to say. I'm just taking the tap down so many notches, so many steps further away from respectability. But this guy, get out of here. And he's there for at least 2-3 hours every single day. You know he's getting after it. And I can't stand it. And he's ugly. The most egregious. As a beaut, can't stand the egos. So the one there's one West Texas Street in Fairfield, pretty nice. The one in Dixon, pretty good. Internet works right next to the QUIU, whatever. It's the hunting brand. It's there, right in that same little plaza. So, hey, Sonny, it's a spider. Leave him be. Leave him be. He's good. He's gonna kill the gnats. Oh, God. But Anytime Fitness, it's everywhere when you're on a trip, wherever you got to go. It's reliable. It's there. There's showers. There's crappers. There's most of the time internet. And Winners is okay, the Anytime Fitness there. But you go to another spot, a little bit bigger. There's a lot more machines. I've been to some in Sacramento when I'm on my little treks. The one in Zephyr Cove over in South Lake Tahoe area. Really nice. That one works. By and large, you're going to get a good product. You're having a good experience. You're going to go to the gym. A lot of times they're the same thing. The downside, especially in Winners, like in other bigger gyms, yeah, it makes sense. They try to keep it uniform. They want to have a separate stretching room with a wall in between the stretching, the more unique and personalized weight training sessions. The purple turf there. They have the mats. They'll have stuff for more like group training and stuff in there, separate from the rest of the gym and the machines. In Winners, it's such a small spot. Back in the day, I would say within like 5 years ago, when Gwen was still in charge, they put up a fucking wall. in an already too small gym. And they're like, yeah, this is it. This is what's going to happen. And I remember Skylar and I saying, this is bullshit. Why are you going to put up a wall in a gym that's already a clusterfuck? Eventually, they tore the wall down. Great waste of money. Anytime Fitness, you fucking goons. Time, just KYP. Know your personnel. Know your KYS. Know your spot. When it's too small, don't put up an extra wall. Yes, there's a glass. There's a window there. You could look inside. It was just weird. And thank God they took it out. There's still the purple turf there. You can still stretch out and do everything you needed to. But you put up a wall. Why'd you put up the wall? Take out that wall. They took out the wall. It's good. It's good. I bet the bastard man really advocated for that wall. And the Stinkman, oh my God, old Stinkman Magoo, we'll call him, old Stinkman. Dude, just take a fucking shower. That is wild that I smelled you from just being within 10 feet of you and your musk, I'm not even called a musk, your stank, your crank, spoiling my gym, you bastard. I don't like that. I don't like that. Be better. Smell better. Get your stank while you're working out. You get plenty of stank. Get that. Just get your sweat on. Put on your deodorant before I get your sweat on. Go shower afterwards. Come on. Come on. Don't be like that. Be like Derek. He gets in there. Gets after it. Be like, my God, good old Steve Brown. Getting after it. Debbie Gertz in there getting after it. My God. Skylar Sure. Ya boy, I'm in there. Let's see. 5 days a week at least. Come on now. Put up these numbers. If you're not in the gym, get your ass in the gym. If you're new, there has to be a certain amount of responsibility for people, like going there with a buddy, someone who's learned, who knows, that can teach you gym etiquette. There needs to be a grace period for people if you go in there solo because you're ballsy and want to look after yourself, you want to get after it, and you don't know any better. There needs to be a grace period from those around you to be like, all right, you don't know any better. Hey, you put your weights away. Oh my God. Okay, the one thing I was thinking about today that I wanted to mention, when you're re-racking your weights, the lower one, there's like 5 tiers. The lowest weight, put your 45s on the lowest one. Then 35, 25, 10, 5s and 2.5s intermingle if there's not enough space. But God damn it, I don't want to see 2.5, a 35, another 2.5, a 45, and then 2 more 25s on one pole coming out. Jesus Christ. Does that not bother you? 45s on the bottom, 35s, 25s, 10s, miscellaneous, what have you. But don't mix 25, 35, 25, 45. Or put a 45 on the top. People that are putting 35s, 25s, 45s on the top, you're going to get somebody hurt. Put them on the bottom. And for the love of God, if you need to, rearrange the weights. I know you're not getting paid. I know you're paying to be there. But if you got to rearrange the weights for the good of the gym, just do it. You fuck. I've done it plenty of times. My goodness. Come on. Come on. I'm lifting the legs up. I got these tight hamstrings. So, anyways. I'm making all these noises. If you're just listening to this, I've just put my legs up. I'm just spread eagling. Got pants on. It's all good. I've gotten to the point of rambling. 2 shots in. Strike that. Took a little bit of a sip before I even started to get nice and loose. But here's the agro episode. I'm cursing a bit. Upset. Hopefully things change. We need to figure out who the bastard man is. We know who Stinkman is. So the crosshairs got to find this mystery bastard man. We're going to get him. God, we're going to get him. We got to talk to Abel about it. We're going to get some footage. I know what's going on. And sometimes if you see people leave some shit around, pick up after them. Not just in the gym, but in life. Sometimes you got to pick up after the pieces of shit that think they're beyond that. Pick up after each other. Because I guarantee you, whether you like it or not, maybe you've forgotten something, what have you, somebody's picked up after you. Return the favor. Anytime Fitness gets a big stamp of approval because there's a quantity of them and the quality on average is pretty good. The color scheme's aight. The logo's aight. You don't really see any advertisements for them. It's better than Planet Fitness where a lunk alert if you start grunting. It's so ironic. They're anti-shame, yet they're going to shame someone getting after it. But grunts. I would say grunting relative to your strength, say 135 is your max and you get it, you can grunt a little bit. Just grunt to get it out. Don't grunt for attention. But I would say if you're going to start grunting, unless you're Ronnie Coleman, yell lightweight baby. Don't clap, but 225 squat, 225 bench. Dumbbells, 85 to 90. You got to earn that grunt. Like, just get it up. Just grunt to get it up, but don't go over the top. You know what's going on. You know the difference between an effort grunt and a, hey, look at me, I'm kind of lifting weight grunt. Because if you're putting up 40s and your 40-pound dumbbells and your press and you're grunting, I'm like, stop that. Stop. You're being silly. You're being a silly little goose. A weak little bitch silly goose. Got to be strong to grunt. You got to earn the grunts. When I was in the Riscaler years ago, we'd try to make each other laugh. I'd just be, so that was me distracting other people, possibly being a ding dong, but it was lightweight. And it's what I love saying to people now. Oh, it's heavy. I'm like, nothing's heavy to me anymore. I can move boxes, chairs, fridges, what have you. Big C4 guy, but I guarantee you it's just eviscerating my stomach, and I should really get off of it and just stick to coffee. God help me if I just go in and go for a quick jog and get the blood flowing that way and just go straight natty into the gym. But anyways, I'm rambling. A little agro episode. Hopefully nobody hates me over it, but Bastard Man, if you're listening to this, big old middle finger for you, buddy. Stinky. Oh my God. Stinkman. Figure it out, dog. Figure it out. Jump in the lake. Come in fresh. Anyways, y'all, get to the gym. Get out there. Get strong. Get silly, but not stupid. Love you guys. Catch you next time.
You lose. Good day, sir.